Details on a new section of the stimulus check package has now opened up for people to request money. Congress is back in Washington, D.C. after being on vacation for 2 weeks. Democrats vow to remove the Senate filibuster, while a few Democrats say this is a bad idea. I'll also update you on the potential fourth stimulus check. Hello and welcome to today's April 12th daily news report, as well as stimulus check information. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. Hey, it's good to be with you again. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing right now. All right, now just a reminder, my wife and I are giving away over $2,000 in prizes and cash as a way of saying thank you to our YouTube subscribers. Thanks to great sponsors that we've had, so check out that link. I also want to thank today's video sponsor, Vessi Shoes. They are super amazing, and I'll tell you more about them later in the video. Now, paper stimulus checks as well as prepaid debit cards are scheduled to start hitting mailbox this week. So if you haven't received your stimulus check yet, be very cautious not to throw out any mail that you don't recognize, as it could have your prepaid debit card or your $1,400 stimulus check. An article in Politico has suggested that President Joe Biden is running a two-message presidency where he is publicly wanting to be seen as the guy that brings unity back to the United States, but then with policy continues to leave half of Congress out of the room, which means he's leaving half of the citizens of the United States out of the room. With Congress back in Washington, D.C., the battle for the $4 trillion Build Back Better plan will really start to heat up again. Now Democrats know that this bill was going to be seen as too big, so they've broken the $4 trillion package up into two $2 trillion spending bills. However, Republicans are saying this is a liberal wish list with very little to do with infrastructure, which will ultimately end up raising taxes on most Americans to pay for the bill and not on the wealthy like it has been proposed. 13 state attorney generals are suing President Biden and his administration for blocking their ability to lower residents' taxes under what they are calling a power grab hidden within the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill. These 13 states say they want to lower taxes on their state citizens to help them keep more of their hard-earned money during uncertain times, and that the Biden administration has written that this is unlawful to lower taxes. The Attorney General of West Virginia said this is overreaching and essentially the federal government bribing states not to lower their taxes. More will be coming out about these lawsuits. I want to tell you about a new section of the $1.9 trillion stimulus package that has opened up and will be releasing money. I also want to talk about the potential fourth stimulus check, but first let me tell you about today's video sponsor. I want to thank today's video sponsor, Vessi Shoes. What caught my attention most about Vessi Shoes was that they slip on without having to tie or untie my shoes throughout the day. Also, they are waterproof. Not water resistant, but 100% waterproof. Now, I've had slip-on shoes before that slipped off just as easily as they slipped on. But with Vessi shoes, the shoe actually form-fitted to my ankle and didn't slip off. That means I can go walking or running or hiking without any problems. Plus, they're super comfortable. I put the waterproof claim to the test and had my wife soak my shoes for 30 seconds with a hose. To my amazement, my sock was completely dry. Then my kids and I did a homeschool homework project where we tried dunking the shoe underwater. And again, the sock came out 100% dry. So no more worries about puddles, rain, wet grass, spilled drink, or a sloppy fitting sneaker. Vessi shoes are amazing, lightweight, and easy to clean. So check out Vessi shoes. I'll leave a link below and my community-only code that saves you $25 on your purchase. make sure to check out that link below. It's now been released to request money from the $1.9 trillion stimulus package to cover the cost of COVID-related deaths and the funeral expenses associated with those deaths. The money is set aside to reimburse COVID death funeral expenses. This money is being held by FEMA. You will have to apply to get this money and have it released. You will need to show proof and documentation of the expenses of the funeral. I'll make sure to leave that link in the video description and also in the first pinned comment section. I know many in the community have lost family members to COVID or know somebody who has lost family members to COVID. So please share this video as many of them will benefit from requesting a reimbursement of those COVID-related death funeral expenses. By the way, I just want to say thank you so much for giving these videos a like. I just really love bringing my community the news. All right, now Democrats are working very hard to remove the Senate filibuster, which requires each bill be talked through, debated, and receive 60 votes in order to pass in the Senate. Democrats say if they can eliminate the filibuster, they will pass their $2 trillion spending bills with no problems. They will also seek to do a $2,000 stimulus check and a $1,000 recurring stimulus check until the pandemic is over. Now, some are saying, hey, this would be a godsend, great money, right? Others are saying, you did this in Georgia, you can't buy our votes, right? Just let things go through the natural process. Maybe you could tell me in the comments, what's your opinion? Should they get rid of the filibuster or should they keep the filibuster? Let me know. Now, many Democrats have said that they are not comfortable with removing the filibuster as it ensures legitimate debate happens on bills and not just ramming bills through based on which party controls the most power. Senator Joe Manchin has said under no circumstances will he vote to eliminate the filibuster. Last week, Democrats lost Representative Hastings of Florida, while this week Republicans picked up a new seat in the House from the state of Louisiana, which means that House Democrats now only control the House by a majority of 6 seats. Regarding the $2.3 trillion spending bill, Republicans are saying we are not against legitimate infrastructure spending and updates around the country, but we are against unjustifiably large spending bills that will raise taxes and doesn't really spend much on actual infrastructure. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont has openly said, ram these bills through while we have the power. This is why voting and winning are so important. The crisis at the border continues to worsen as more and more people are coming to the border each day. The Biden administration has released that they are now over 2.6 million visa applications behind on people trying to enter the country legally. Meanwhile, illegal crossing and entering into the United States is at an all-time high in the last 4 years. The creator of the HBO hit Game of Thrones has announced that they will be making a stage adaptation of the book and the TV series. So if you like swords and dragons and other stuff that I can't say on my PG-rated YouTube, then you might want to check out the musical or the play once it becomes available. All right, well, there's a lot going on in Washington, D.C. and also around the world. I'll continue to update you as I know more. A lot going on with senators and House reps being back in Washington, D.C. This should be a big week for news. Also, I'll continue to update you on what's going on with any stimulus programs such as rent assistance, food assistance, more stimulus checks. I'm here to help you through all of that while delivering the rest of the news. All right. Now, before you go, do make sure to check out that subscriber appreciation giveaway with over $2,000 in prizes and cash. Also, check out Vessi shoes. They really are amazing. And before you go, check out the video I released on Saturday where I talk about somebody ripping off Tyson meat for $244 million, plus a woman who ran for mayor and lost and then tried to milk the government for $600,000. Oh, it's a great video. Check it out. All right, I just wish to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.